Good morning, Guardians. Ebontis here with the solo Nightfall attempt. I'm not even probably going to put the number of deaths are in this thing because I think the starting area shouldn't be too terrible, but honestly, the boss room with exposure and arc burn is going to be brutal. I know there's a cheese spot for this thing. There's another video out there for it. Esoteric did a great run. So if you want that one, for sure, go there. I'm going to try and do this without the cheese spot. We'll see if it's even possible. I'm honestly not sure because Ironclad and the shields on those shanks could make this thing next to impossible. So we'll just have to find out. So modifiers, we've got Arc Burn, Brawler, Ironclad, and Exposure. More shields, a little less health. Once you lose it, it's gone. Arc Burn, triple damage from enemies, double from you. It's going to be an interesting combo. So of all classes, I'm going to try this one. My Hunter seems to be the biggest challenge, so may as well start with it. Got Zalo Supercell, I've got my Irene that is Arc, and I've got my Nightmare with tracking, so not too bad. Gonna run Blade Dancer, try and maybe use some of that invisibility to my benefit. Not sure if that's gonna save me, but we'll see how it goes. So let's get to it. I don't know about you guys, but played some Iron Banner this week, went through all the bounties with all my characters, and I got each of them up to 399. And sadly, just because I've been a lot busier lately, been doing some stuff that I didn't expect to be doing. At this point, apparently somebody came through here and cleaned stuff out for me, so that was nice. But I haven't really done the heroic raid that much, and yeah, my characters are 399. So again, my whole argument that the raid itself is not that useful, or it kind of takes the fun out of it when you do Iron Banner, making it so much easier. Oh, hi, how you guys doing? Oh my. Well, you guys are popular. Let's just go try and mess with everybody. I'm on Flux Grenade. Totally forgot that. Need to get out of here, though. Pretty quick. If you're wondering what that is, there's a little wolf thing to pick up. Part of the Galahorn quest. Just haven't done that on this character, so... Excuse me. Alright, so once you're through this first section, apparently somebody had come through here recently and taken care of the SIVA. Just make sure you wipe those out and then work your way forward. Sing along, do a little dance, get ready. Mayhem's coming. There's going to be a couple parts of this strike that are just pretty much awful, so we'll see how this one goes. So you've got a couple options. You're eventually going to need to run in, and it's over here on the right. So if you want to clear out from the left, you can. Try and see if stuff comes to you, of course. That's another option as well. But those boomers are going to be pretty rough. As you guys can tell, they're pretty much a two-shot. I think I just got to that section, so hopefully it doesn't reset the whole thing. Hello, hello, hello. I am back. So you guys saw the Boomer Knights. They're rough. I call them Boomer Knights. The Hive Knights with the Boomer Cannon. Pretty brutal. So there's some Thrall. You're going to have some Boomer Knights here. They're going to be duking it out. This guy here, early priority. Try and take him out. Saves you one piece of anguish. Now, as my super is up, and I've probably aggravated most of this little room over here, I do have tracking. So what I want to try and do is pull these knights up to me and possibly use a rocket. I got most of the damage down, trying running with the ammo that I've got. Are you kidding me? Come here. Just a body shot will even work for him. Alright, so again, ammo fairly sparse, but I got the 3 knights down. They're your main priority. Now, Thrall are Arc. You really want to make sure if you hear that Thrall scream that you take care of them in a big hurry. Looks like I've got one down here. And you're going to have a couple acolytes down here at the end as well. So come back here to the other side of the train, take them out, just so they don't walk up behind you. Kind of ruins your day if you get flanked. So look for them. You also got to come back here anyway for the SIVA node, so you may as well just take care of it. See if there's any ammo, and then take this thing out real fast. Should go down in a few shots, especially with a decently leveled Zalo Supercell. Now, once this thing opens, you're going to have one more knight here show up. Once you're close enough, the door will open. See if you got any ammo, and look for the knight. It's going to be on the right-hand side Sometimes behind the wall already, sometimes they'll have to walk across. But that knight is, again, your main priority here. Find him stationary. If you're not too close, take him out quick and not have to worry about it. You're going to have a few more thrall in here. Nothing too much to worry about. A couple acolytes in the top up there, as you can see. Going to grab some ammo and then work my way up to the top just so I don't ever get flanked by them. So, best way to get up there, just right over here on the stairs, long pathway. Stay crouched, come up, just take them out quickly. Now again, once you've got both of them down, not much up here, got to go down in the bottom part, which is where the fun begins. So, there are multiple ways to do this section. You can come at these rooms from the back, which I think this left side room is kind of easier to do this way. So if you go left through here, you can come at this kind of what I would consider from the back, because most of the time I always seem to enter through those doors. You guys may do it different, but seems like this is the way we usually do it, is this direction. So if you do it from the other side, may make it easier. Try and dodge those shots. If you don't take too much damage, you can do that in here. Honestly, you just can take enough damage that you can survive the section. Whatever that consists of, that's up to you. But after you get through a section, you can die and obviously get your health back and deal with exposure that way, outside of the boss, of course. Now, if he wiggles and moves again. So yeah, try and play your corners, your angles, things like that. And just literally do what you can to survive. Now, down here at the bottom of the stairs, we're going to have a wizard right here. Not too bad, again, with Zalo Supercell. Still cuts through him pretty quickly. And then around the corner, over to my left, is where the fun begins. This is where you're, for one, you're going to have another wizard, as I've got a fair amount of sniper ammo. I will go ahead and pick this up. Wrong one to shoot. Now, you're going to have some thrall over here, too. These are the rough ones. They keep coming behind you. So it's right when you come down these stairs. Just be careful. Those thrall are going to come back. And again, they are arc, so they've caught me a couple times. Here's another wizard. Again, these wizards, not too bad if you kill them quick. But if they start firing until his hands are arc, it's going to be a bad day if he stays alive. So you've got the SIVA cluster. If you can shoot it without pretty much having to attack anything else, that'll be great. There you go. That's one down.
Up one more node. Let's go get it.
So, see if there's any ammo, any enemies left, things like that. Check out in here, and you should be alright. So, now you got the other side. Other side seems to be a bit more rough. Seems to have the ascendant world of enemies over there. So, do what you can to take out the normal ones straight away. If you can find the knights. Their arc from that room is going to be a little tough. So you can snipe them out, pull them that way. That might work to your benefit. There's more than one of them in there, though, so I don't think the first one you're like, oh, I'm good to go. No, if you're around this corner, there's a lot of fun stuff. As you can see, I got enemies on the left, I got enemies on the right. And again, be cautious in how aggressive you are pushing. I'm gonna die right here. Alright, so now that I've got ammo, I'm just trying to honestly get through this section. Keep checking your radar. Try and find that SIVA cluster. Again, that would be the back of the room that you would come from, so if you want to try that direction, you can. More than welcome to. Got one rocket, and there's going to be a fun wizard in here, so that's stage 1 of fun. 2, if you're running as a hunter, you can try the invisible method. Look for what you need to. Try and go for the... fun part back there. Now again, they're all going to be ticked off. But if you want to try the method of cloak, pull your sniper out and go for that cluster, you can try and do that. Watch your time though. And once you get that cluster down, you can proceed on. That will pretty much kill you. So, again, be fast if you come back through. Oh, that's just not cool. Are you kidding me? If you got to run out of the back of the room, do it. No worries about that. Alright, so now this door is going to open, and there's got some pretty ticked off people. Are you kidding me? This dude is just quite aggressive. Apparently this thrall is just going to show up on my level, so be careful. They're going to be around. You got to go back all the way to the beginning, come back outside of this front door, watch the boomer shots. You're going to have some fun stuff that comes through that doorway. And if you got to pull back to take these guys out, don't feel bad about doing it. Again, watch those shields, and if you can pick them off, this is your best way to do it. Again, keep your distance between you and the arc enemies, your best way to survive, honestly. Ow, that hurts. Alright, and again, health is on the low. Try and find the few straggling thrall through here. Got a little bit of ammo. Got a wizard down there at the end. He will pretty much wreck me if I try him standard. But if you're this far back, you should be able to survive. Got one more tag over here for an enemy. Pick him off first. Alright, so now the wizard is down there. Apparently I'm not done. And these guys will hurt very quickly, so again, be careful of that. Now, a speedier way to take out some of these wizards will definitely be rockets, so I'm going to come over here and pick up the ammo that I've got floating around. And then I'm going to pull back just to make sure I've got distance so I can dodge the shots if I need to. Get behind cover. Aha. And then, of course, the wizard itself is kind of a big weenie. Dude dodges my shot. Kind of impressed. Ticked off at the same time. Haha. That checkpoint better be there. I swear if it's not.
Looks like the Hive aren't giving up on this territory without a fight.
Alright, so if you die there, you're just going to have this mad rush of craziness face you. That apparently is going to warp forward. It's good times. All around for everybody. But at least I got my health back, so if you want to get through any of these sections, fun way to do it. I'm going to try and go find this wizard while I'm still in beast mode here. It's effective. Ballsy, but effective. Alright, so see if we got any ammo to drop. Might pop a heavy synth because, well, I keep having enough use for those. I may as well do it. Pop a 3 of coins while you're at it, and any of these breaks. It's a good time. So, as you guys can see, deaths are quite possible, but, you know, keep proceeding and pushing forward, and you guys will get there. My ammo situation right now is atrocious. Come around here, and we will get to the next section. Takes a little while, guys. This one is a rough strike, I promise you. I don't even know how many attempts the boss room is going to have, and if I can't do it, then I still may cheese this thing. But as I told you previously, I'm going to try not to. Well, there's heavy, so if I need to use it, I can. Talk about getting up close and personal with the enemy. Not how I wanted this to go down, but I'm alive somehow. Oh, we got more. Alright, so again, each one of these rooms, you're going to have to clear them out. So look for the fun uglies. Ironclad is making this quite an interesting strike. Those boomer knights with shields, that's just mean. Shields come back? Of course it did. Why wouldn't it? And if you got to come from the backside, you can do that too. You can also try and shoot the SIVA cluster from the back as well. Save yourself the anguish of dealing with the knight. Hopefully that will kill him, since that's the second grenade. Really? You're not done? There you go. Alright, let me check my ammo status real quick for what I'm wearing. That'll at least get me sniper ammo, which I know I'm going to need for sure. We've got boots that'll help with rockets. Yeah, these aren't them. These are just my $3.99 400 boots. Rocket ammo. There we go. Lowers my light a little bit, but we'll see if that makes a major difference. Alright, so come through here into the next room. Acolytes. After everything else, you're probably like, oh, woo, acolytes. I think I can survive those. Thrall, not too bad as long as they don't catch you off guard and basically trap you. Then you're going to be working around this room. You got a SIVA cluster here to take out. This one goes down pretty quickly.
Alright, still getting strong SIVA readings. There must be another node.
So once you've got that done, you don't have to actually go all the way through and clear that thing out. If you want the heavy crate, you can. Where's this thing at? Back this way. So you pretty much run around in here, follow the little path. If it's up there, you can jump up here, make a little circle.
The hive bioorganic architecture is still intact, but there are
check your radar.
Activity all around us.
And just don't fall. You don't want to do half of this and just fall down. That'd be kind of a bummer. Alright, so this one looks like we're going all the way around here. Somewhere. Oh, down below. There we go. And again, your best bet if you're going to enter any area, make sure you're in a relatively safe place to do it. Now it looks like you've got two entrances to this one, right here in front of me for one. Seems to be probably a tamer entrance. And we've got the SIVA cluster over here. So try and see if you can get a glance. As I do have a rocket box back there. Try and finish those guys off a smidge quicker. Be firing if he's got his shield up. Try and power straight through that one. See if you got any more enemies back here. Looks like I got pretty lucky on this room. And see that whole of the room? Not necessary. So just make sure you just kind of pick your battles. You're going to be doing alright. Rocket and sniper.
That did it. No idea what those nodes
There's
were
that other one I
protecting, but
needed.
barriers down.
Alright, so this door is now open. Proceed forward, and this will be the boss. So I'm not sure where it's going to cut. May not be a perfect cut, but we're going to have to see if this is possible. My main issue is going to be, for one, obviously the big ogre, but two, the shanks that come from the ceiling. I think they have solar shields, which is just mean. So your arc damage will try and go through them quickly, but as I'm going to be in exposure, I probably need to go in here and dive first once, get a full shield, and then reset. So let me do that real quick first. That wasn't enough. Alright, well I just got to tick him off and then get killed.
Did you find the high priest?
Not exactly.
How do I... There we go.
Makes you wonder what they're willing to do to us.
If you guys want to know where the cheese spot is, Esoteric's got a great video of just how it's in use, but it's this little spot up here. Pretty much duck behind, and then you fight him from here. But for the sake of trying this thing standard, I'm just going to run around and see if this is even possible. Once you do enough damage to Kovik, you're definitely going to aggravate the ogre. So you're also going to pull adds when you do. Now you can stagger the boss if you don't die in the process. But as I'm pretty much low on health, I'm just going to let him finish me off real quick. There you go. So we'll go for full health. Now, as Kovik, as you can see, his is void. So it's not void burn, so it's not going to be totally terrible. But honestly, as I said, it's the shanks. Alright guys, it has been a rough morning trying to do this thing solo. I have tried. I honestly don't know if this thing is possible without the cheese. If you can do it, by all means, I would love to see it. But at this point, my attempts so far have been pretty much not happening. So I'm going to go with the cheese method for you guys. I apologize, it's not the way I want to do this one. But we'll see how we can do here with this one. Again, try and get him out of this front section as quick as you can. It's kind of important. Try and take as little damage in this front section here so you can move him out of the way here. There. Now what you want to do is, if you're up behind this rock that I'm at, is you want to stay up here. This is the important part. Because this is the one where you can potentially damage him from across the way over there. Because if you fall down, you're going to get wedged into a section where you really can't do that much. So again, keep the damage on him from up here. Really try and push him away from this corner. If he can stay out of the front of the room, you'll be in pretty good shape. And then we'll just go with some Zahalo at this point. Be careful about the rocket. At this point, you're in pretty good position. Just be careful. If you need to move like a hair to the left so he doesn't hit you, you can do that. And just take your time. The Ogre's not going to slam. He's just going to shoot the ground. Just take your shots in between. Basically, the Ogre twitching his body. Now, the main thing you want to look for is when his health gets to about half, or maybe a little under that, we're going to be looking for the shanks. And you're going to be looking for them down in this area down here. So that's the important piece to keep watch for. Now again, rockets are not exactly viable at this point because the Ogre is just going so crazy, but the nice thing about the Ogre, it's kind of blocking the boss from actually shooting you over here, which is good. That first part's a little hairy, so you want to make sure and get that damage out of the way quickly. Again, keep an eye out. Make sure you can try and find those shanks if they're coming to you. And then just the way this is going down, same direction, you're just working on trying to take him out. Getting some damage on him. Trying to get him to teleport. The Ogre is just going AWOL right now. He is totally immune, of course. Can't damage him one bit. So probably going to run out of ammo here shortly, which is going to be unfortunate. But I'm going to try the good old ammo trick. But for the rockets, I'm just going to fire them up. There's no way in the world I'm going to try and fire those at the boss and risk dying. So if this is the case, just fire those up, and away. That way you're completely out of ammo. Again, up at the ceiling. And now I'm fully restocked. So that's what I was going for. If we can get a couple sniper shots on him, these are going to be a bit tricky with the way the Ogre's going. There's one. So there's those shakes coming down I was talking about. You're mostly hidden from a lot of them, so they should kind of appear down in a collection down in this area over here. So wait for them to wander around a little bit. The Ogre's actually kind of re-teleported. But those shanks are going to be the piece that hurts you the most. So look for those to kind of appear. Obviously watch for those around the room. Once they get down, they're definitely going to be able to hit you, so wait for them to collect. And just let them come down from the ceiling for a little while. Again, the shank's much more important than the boss, and the boss is trying to shoot between you and the Ogre. So not much that you've got to worry about there. The Ogre's actually working as a defense for you here. And that's just a lot of shanks. If you're trying to do this by yourself, that's a lot to paint, like to figure out where they're coming out from the ceiling. They're arc burn, so they're pretty much just going to destroy you anyway. So now at this point, I'm going to pop a heavy ammo synth, try and get the boss to move a little bit. Or sorry, special ammo synth so I can snipe him. And the boss has apparently moved a little bit, so be careful how much you move. Just a hair is all you really need. And just keep that damage going on him. Stagger him occasionally if you put your shots, you know, a little bit separated. Now when he's over here, again, keep an eye out, see what's around, watch for the boss. If you stand up, obviously up here, you can get a good view if he's on this side. But if you duck down, you can try and get a shot on him down here. If you can't get an angle on him, don't worry about it. He may eventually creep your direction. There you go. If so, stand up. You should be pretty safe over here. Taking damage again, don't move much, because once you're up on this little tiny rock, it's important to stay there. And you can just bound back and forth, see what's out there. Trying to see if we can get the boy to teleport here. Crazy man is ticked off down there. He's going to be hiding down there. There he is. We found him. So if you can get a shot on him, just Just keep looking for him. Take your time. This is definitely a patient situation. And keep him between some cover. That'll work for your benefit as well. Keep staggering him too. You'll get him to move that way. Not be pointed right at you and blasting you so quickly. If he goes behind the corner, gives you another good chance to stagger him. And again, be careful with your movements. You don't want to move much or very quickly. Just enough to basically get him in position and then crouch down if you need to. Go with regular ammo here again, trying to take him out. Again, creep a little bit to the left if you need. Where you can pick yourself up. Wait for him to pop back out, and we'll work him down. Crouch down if you need, of course. Ogre's going to take a fair amount of your damage. Try and get the shots in between. Now again, my health is getting kind of rough. We got some enemies down there, so be careful with those. Look for those. See if they're going to be around the room or where they're exactly at. I think the boss is going to be out there somewhere. I'm just throwing a grenade, seeing if I can hurt anybody. It's probably not been 5 minutes. My screen is twitching so much. Well, hey, got some more ammo. Apparently it's going to be nice. Give me some sniper ammo. Try and creep just a hair to the right. See if I can get a shot on the boss if I uncrouch. Can get dicey really quickly. There we go. There's that sniper shot. Again, be careful with your health at this point. He's very low, so you just want to make sure, take your time, get a little bit of your shield back. If you creep out now slowly, take that shot, make it count. Try and get those shots in between the crazy ogre's movements. He's really upset with you, and he'd be chasing you the entire time. That's why this is kind of ridiculous. You have exposure, you have no way to get your health back after every one of those slams. And it's just kind of a royal pain. Don't die, don't die. Be careful. Boss should still be hovering somewhere over there. Be great if I could actually tag him. I have like one shot left. See if I can finish him off here. Try and creep back and forth just a hair a little bit here. And that's the boss. Wait for that ogre to go away. You definitely don't want to drop down and get slammed to death. Then once you feel like you're free, see if you got a skeleton key or anything. Hey, it looks like I actually got one. Sweet. Nothing great there. Get the highest stuff you've got back on. Come on. Laggy as I'll get out here. There we go. 398 is about as high as I get. And we'll see what my drop is from the Nightfall this week. Sorry about the cheese, guys. I tried the other. If you're doing it by yourself, I really don't know if it's possible. 398 Event Horizon. Guess it could be worse. Well, that's pretty much a wrap, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Of course, as always, if you like this video, drop a like down below. Check the main channel, subscribe there, and I will keep the content coming your way. Pretty relatively normal week this week, so not too much crazy going on. Have a good week, guys. Enjoy, and I will talk to you later.